Hello? Good? Hello? Alright, I'm ready. Alright, good morning everyone. My name is Moneer Kheireddine, and I'm a sophomore here at the University of South Florida, studying political science and creative writing. And I wanted to start today off with a joke, but you know what? I've decided against that, because I'm tired of just showing everyone on my orientation team surface level. I want to show you guys more than that. I want to show you guys my world. I want to show you a glimpse into it. So I want to start off with this blank slide. This blank slide represents darkness. It represents where I came from. It represents that in my earlier life, I was completely lost. I didn't know what my world was. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. But throughout my time at USF, by coming to this university, I found a light. I found something within myself. I found something within my friends, my friend groups, within my OTL Wainwright that inspired me. And I want to show you guys a glimpse of that by going through the layers of my world and showcasing exactly what it is that inspires me day in and day out. So, let's start off with the surface. This is what everyone sees, you know? This is Moneer, the USF ambassador, the USF OTL, the front surface. You guys think, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's Moneer, he's just doing him. But when you get a little closer, when you look deeper, when you see the crust of who I am, you see the little issues, how tired I am all the time, all of my multitasking, all my balancing. You start to see a different side of me. You start to see someone who maybe isn't as perfect as people might think, who has issues just like you. And then you go deeper into who I am. You go into the upper mantle. This is where my history comes in. This is where my first experience with real, genuine, authentic leadership comes from my OTL Wainwright, who showcased to me what genuine kindness looked like, and genuine leadership is hiding right over there. And then you move forward into the upper mantle even further, where after his inspiration, after he showcased what a real leader was to me, not someone who was dominating, but someone who actually cared, I came to know my Summer Bee pod. People who actually cared about me in a way that no one else ever had. People who were inspired by me. People who I was inspired by. And then it moved forward into somewhere deeper into myself, where I was a student who was consistently insulted, who was consistently bullied, who was consistently thought they were less of because of my skin color, because of who I was on the outside. So I did anything I could to showcase something other than me being Muslim. I grew out my hair. I became this dark figure. I became silent. I never smiled. And this made me a part of who I am. But this is only the lower mantle. This is only a piece of it. This isn't the whole thing. But it matters because it's impacted who I am. But in the core, the outer core, you find the real piece of me. The man who walked in the footsteps of John F. Kennedy. The man who walked in the footsteps of Abraham Lincoln and was inspired consistently, day in and day out, when I visited D.C., by the men who gave so much to the United States of America. People who wanted change, who fought for change, who went through hardship, just like I did, because they didn't want other people to go through hardship. That's what inspired me. That's what formed my outer core. That's what consistently pushes me day in and day out to keep going, to make sure that no one else has to experience the same hardships that I experienced. So, at the core, I'm not just my titles. I am not just a USF ambassador. I am not just a USF OTL. I'm more than some fraternity presidents. I am more than my father, more than my skin color. I am Moneer Kheireddine. That's me. And at my core, there's love. There's authenticity. There is a man who wants to see change here. Not just at USF. Not just in Florida. But the United States of America. And I think this core exists in every human being. And sometimes it's shaded by darkness. But light will come. People will see the light. And I hope to inspire others to see this light. And that's why I do what it is that I do. That's why I spend my spring break helping children who have no one there for them. That's why I run for student government. That's why I constantly try to push myself. I'm always working because I care. I don't want to just tell people what to do. I want to lead them towards greatness. So I want to tell a story. A a couple weeks ago, a new member from my organization, he asked me to meet me in Champs, and he sat me down. He said, how is it that you do what you do? How is it that you can do all of this? How do you balance all of it? And I look at him, and I say, it's not about the how. You already asked the wrong question. It's about the why. That's how I balance it. Because my why, the real why, because I care, because of my authenticity, because of who I am, that's what allows me to do what I want to do. That's my world. That's my surface. So, when people ask me to show them a glimpse of my world, when you guys think that I'm too surface level, I just showed you my layers. So, as always, go bold.